We manufacture surface conditioning equipment where we prepare a surface for an exotic coating, such as a medical implant or a cutter for a tooling for a CNC machine. We also shot peen metal components, aerospace components, to induce a stress to give longevity before premature failure, prevent premature failure. We prepare parts for exotic coatings, thermal coatings. We do a lot of electrical components, deflashing components. We get involved in almost every area of manufacturing, almost any component you can really bring into the plant. And we do everything through sample work. Customer comes to us, he has a problem, he needs a solution. We take his components, put it into our laboratory. We'll give him 4 or 5 examples of what we think we can do for him. He'll come back and say which one he prefers. We now look at his production rate and his floor, his manufacturing floor, and how that work might progress through his manufacturing plant. And we propose to build a machine generally using 30% standard and 70% specially engineered just to fit his manufacturing environment. So each machine we build is somewhat different. It's really interesting. We never get bored. Our engineering group handles it pretty well, and we have a good service organization to back it up. And it revolves around surface conditioning and surface finishing, setting a profile, preparing a part for a flame spray coat, or as I said, an aerospace or an engine component, jet engine, inducing a compressive stress to prevent premature metal fatigue. You know, we've been in business since 1938. Every major manufacturer has some of our equipment in their manufacturing environment. This is a completely enclosed system. We use only mild, very mild cleaning agents and heated water, and it's self-contained, it's recirculated, filtered, and reused with very little discharge or zero discharge to the environment. International sales for Guyson, USA, represented approximately 35% of our total sales last year, and we look to grow that each year. The weakness of the dollar, the fact that we still offer the highest technology available, really does well for us, and we look to grow that dramatically in the future. We have several machines around us going to different customers. Each one is somewhat different, custom engineered. The one we're standing in front of is actually going to China. It'll be shipped out within the next week or so. And if you take a look at the panel, we've programmed an Allen Bradley control PLC to actually display in Mandarin. We also provide CDs on setup, maintenance, and operation on the machine, also in Mandarin Chinese. Well, it's an acknowledgement. You know, we're a small company. We're in Saratoga Springs. We're well known in places far from here. But this is an acknowledgement of what we've achieved and what our workers have achieved over the past few years. It also pretty much reinforces the fact that we're going in the right direction. I think that's probably the biggest thing for our people here. It's an outside group saying, hey, you're doing pretty well, and that's pretty neat. We like that. We don't have the connections internationally that you would have. It helps us in thinking that we can be successful in selling into other countries. It reinforces that for us. If we have a problem, we pick up the phone and we ask your advice. And I think the mentoring portion of it is even more important. To me, speaking with people who are involved in manufacturing and understanding how they were first able to break into foreign countries is really important.